Welcome back to the Mac and T Show podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian McKay, and at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I am flying solo on this episode. My co-host is having some difficulties at her office. They had a fire alarm go off early this morning, and she is actually standing outside of her office and waiting on the fire department to come in and do their thing and get everything figured out, and she will join us as soon as she is able to. I'll just kind of go ahead and kind of run through what we will be talking about today. We're going to start off with the Ed O'Bannon versus the NCAA lawsuit that we touched on last episode, talking about Sonny Vaccaro and his influence on the shoe industry and the marketing of professional athletes, and his involvement with the Ed O'Bannon lawsuit, which is about the likeness and the commercialization of NCAA football players and men's basketball players through video games and jersey sales and things like that. We'll touch on that. We will talk about the NBA playoffs, the first round. I don't know if one of you feel the same way, but I kind of feel that it's a little bit boring. There's really no drama. There's only one series where both teams have won a game, and that's the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Clippers series, and they're playing so late at night that it's kind of hard for the folks on the East Coast time and Central time to even stay up to see those games. There's no villain in the NBA playoffs this year, and I'm not a Laker fan. T is, and but she also is not a huge proponent of Kobe Bryant, as neither am I. And I'm kind of shocked I'm going to say this, but the NBA playoffs needs a Kobe. They need someone that's easy to hate, it's easy to root against. And you just don't have that. It was LeBron for a few years, but it's almost like those talks have died down with him going back home. It was kind of everyone just sitting back thinking, okay, he's going back home. That makes for a nice story, blah, blah, blah. And, it's kind of died down on him being a villain type. Let's see. Other news, we'll talk about the NFL. Tim Tebow, a Florida Gator. If T Davis was here, you'd hear "Go Gators" in the background. Tim Tebow was signed recently with the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't really know what Philadelphia is doing. They traded for Sam Bradford, and now they've signed Tim Tebow, and that puts their quarterback stable as Sam Bradford, Mark Sanchez, Matt Barkley, and Tim Tebow, which awesome. I mean, it's an awesome college stable of quarterbacks for what they did in college, but NFL has not really transformed. Of course, Sam Bradford's been down with 2 knee injuries, and Mark Sanchez, had his good run last year with the Eagles. It's going to be interesting to see how they go with that, but we'll touch on that. The NFL schedule was released this week. We'll give our highlights and what we think about that. The games that we're looking forward to. Let's see. Lip sync battle last night. We had Mike Tyson versus Terry Crews. And it was also, lip sync battle was renewed for a second season this past week. So that's big news because T and I both love the show. Oh, wait a minute. This is the very first we have T Davis calling in. Good morning.
What's happening?
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, while we get T acclimated and get her going, we'll take our first break.
Oh, Lord, we already
I done jumped in it. We're going to take our first break, and we will be right back with the Mac and T Show podcast. Welcome back, and we got our co-host back with us, and she's up and ready to go. Say hello to the people, T.
T Davis in the house. The building was on fire. Okay, it really wasn't on fire, but when I got here, it was fire alarm going off. But we in the building.
We in the building. Well, went ahead and previewed everyone on what we'll be talking about, so we'll jump on into it. The Ed O'Bannon versus the NCAA lawsuit, suing the NCAA over the likeness and commercialization of college football players and men's basketball players, over the use of their names and likenesses in video games and jersey sales. What are your thoughts on? I know the NCAA is appealing. They originally lost the lawsuit. Now they're appealing it.
Yeah, the NCAA. I don't really know. Maybe they just want to waste money because that's all they're doing. They're gonna lose. You cannot tell somebody in this country that you've got to sign away your rights or some of your rights. And just because I'm 18, you can't do it. And which is what they do if you making me sign a contract saying, yes, you can use my likeness and my physical attributes, and I would not actually get compensated ever. Which most student athletes like myself, I didn't read that contract. My mama read it. I mean, and you just go on what they tell you is in it.
Well, yeah, because like I was telling you, for years people have been signing that contract. They sign it because they know that's their ticket to a college scholarship. They have to sign it. They don't really pay a good attention to it as they're signing it. They're signing it because that's what you have to sign to get your money, to get your college paid for.
And when you 18, you don't know therefore and thou and this and that. And again, unless you come from somebody with money or your parents like an attorney or something, even if they read it, they'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's just what helped them.
Right.
And then, so they should be shamed for that. Because they don't point that out, nor do they tell you that you don't have a 4-year scholarship. You have 4 one-year scholarships.
I was reading a little bit about it, and then I found an article where it talks about the oddest new argument by the NCAA. And it says, in disagreeing with the ruling that would allow some payments for players, the NCAA wrote, the court's alternative would blur the line between amateur college sports and their professional counterparts, and thereby deprive athletes of a genuine choice between the two endeavors.
Who came up with this amateurism?
I mean, amateurism is going so far away. With the AAU circuit, amateurism is dying.
It's gone. When I can get shoes, backpacks, right, jogging suits.
That's the part that you're supposed to get in college. Kids are now getting that in the AAU team, with the AAU teams.
So pretty much they not amateurs if you saying they can't be paid because that's a compensation.
Right.
It's not cash, but it's compensation. And they don't get one pair of shoes, they get a bunch of stuff.
Right.
And I don't understand what this amateurism is that the NCAA on. Look, if I'm in college and somebody willing to pay me for my signature, I should be able to take their money.
It's just crazy to me when I go to these AAU tournaments. You played college basketball, and you and I both have worked in college basketball. There are kids walking around these AAU tournaments in nicer outfits and wearing tennis shoes than we ever got. And we got some really nice stuff. There are kids walking around with 10 times nicer outfits and shoes that we ever even thought about having.
Just Jordan down. You're like, what? When did that come out?
I mean, it's just there's no way the NCAA is going to be able to survive this.
Yeah, they're gonna lose that. I don't know how they're gonna split this money up because Ed O'Bannon, it was some other people on it. Like he was the main person, and then I think they got some more people to go in on it. But right now, the only thing that makes me sad about it is, as a gamer, they really pretty much stopped making the NCAA basketball game for PlayStation and Xbox, and so that's the only thing I'm really sad about it. But other than that, I'm really surprised somebody in football, for the football players, haven't said, "Oh, wait a minute, that's me, and I need to be compensated for it." But I hope they don't stop making NCAA football games. That'll be sad.
Yeah, I mean that's what you and I both are big time gamer fans, and we love to go in and be able to create ourselves and play.
Yeah.
Go through the process of recruiting kids on the video games, and and yeah, for years you know that number 15 on the Florida Gators was Tim Tebow, and things like that.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. You knew it was Joe Kim Noah.
Right, on the NBA. I mean, on the NCAA basketball, you knew it was Joe Kim Noah. Even so far back when North Carolina had their last title run in the NCAA men's basketball with Rashad McCants and Sean May and that crew, you knew it was each one of those players. And I remember that group specifically because you and I were in the Village. Shout out to the Village. Playing on the game, and we had a game. One of our games on there, it went down to the last second. Rashad McCants, I was playing with North Carolina. Rashad McCants takes and banks it bounces around on the rim, and it's real dramatic. Last second shot, and it falls in. And I remember us just going nuts, because that was back when you and I would play together on the same team.
Yeah. It's fun playing these. You got to make yourself a 99 if they let you. They knew that sometimes they make it where you can't make yourself a superstar right off the jump. But
right,
I'm gonna be a 99. I gotta be the best if I'm gonna do it. Ain't no other reason to be a mediocre if you don't have to be.
Right. Well, staying with basketball, the NBA playoffs. I was telling the listeners before you came on the air, I was getting the feeling that it's kind of boring so far this year. There's really no villain to root against per se.
Right.
The games, there's one series that's even got both teams with a win, and that's the Clippers and the Spurs. And those games are so late at night that the East Coast and Central Time are not staying up to watch. I mean, those games are ending at like 1 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time.
Yeah, we sleep.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm a shoot myself for saying this, because I don't like him, and you're not a proponent of him as well. But the playoffs need Kobe. They need somebody that's easy to hate.
Oh Lord, I told you it's no fun when the Lakers is not good. And I can say that twofold. I'm a Laker fan, but people like to hate the Lakers. And so people don't hate the Clippers as much. And it's just like, it's really nobody really is like, unless you just hate LeBron James, and that's probably the Miami fans, but y'all not even in the playoffs. So
well, even when he was in Miami, people hated him. They were hating on him. But now it seems like since he's gone back home to Cleveland, everybody's like, oh, sweet moment, he's going back home. Now we don't hate him as much. I don't really know what to say. I hope the second round gets a little bit more exciting. I'm sad about the Pelicans. They had a chance to get one last night and blew a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter.
That's what happened when you're young and inexperienced. Because you shouldn't give up. Apparently, they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds that was able to help the Warriors come back. But
you know who did get the W last night? My Bulls. It took them double overtime to beat the Bucks.
Y'all playing some scrubs too, and y'all gonna get to meet up with LeBron like Joe Kim wanted in the next round.
Yeah, we gonna go and get them. So, yeah, I think it will pick up second round when you have matchups like that. Hopefully the intensity will pick up, and I don't know. I look forward to the NBA playoffs because I tell you all the time, I feel like that's the only time NBA players play hard.
Right.
And, it's just kind of been like, oh, yeah, so-and-so won. Nothing dramatic. Paul Pierce tried to make his series dramatic, but nobody cares that Toronto fans don't like Paul Pierce.
Don't care about Washington either, so, yeah, hoo-hoo.
NFL. Tim Tebow signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Tim Tebow, go ahead, hit it. Hit
Tebow Mania is coming to Philadelphia.
I told all the listeners before you came on, as soon as I said Tim Tebow's name, you'd holler out, "Go Gators."
Yeah, go Gators. Tebow Mania is coming to a town near you. It's going to get real, people. They already had the little Tebow presser, which is hilarious. I don't know. He's just a lovable guy. And
yeah, everybody seems to really want him to do well. Philadelphia's quarterback stable is like the college football all-stars. You got Mark Sanchez, Sam Bradford, Matt Barkley, and Tim Tebow all on the same team.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with all these people. Somebody's going to have to be traded. I think Tim can be successful in this offense because it's pretty much a college offense like he ran. He don't have to think, just get rid of the ball or run the ball or give it off to the running back. Whenever he get an opportunity to be out there, like he probably won't be out there, but third and shorts or goal line situation. But I'm happy for him because I'm saying I was just like, Tebow, go to tight end or something. Like, dude, you really, I love you because you're a Gator and all, but you're really not a good quarterback. Like,
right.
You're just not a good quarterback. And the sooner you see that, the better. But he keep on trying. He'll play probably a couple years in. This is a 1-year contract, though. And so if you don't stick out with them, he's probably not going to play again.
Well, the SEC network will bring him back. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, he got plenty of people that love him on, because people going to follow him. And he's charming, handsome, so, they like put pretty faces on there, well-spoken.
Right.
Like Michael Strahan, who would have thought that he would just blow up and be all over, take Regis' spot and then be on Today Show. And
yeah, it seemed like every time I turn around, Michael Strahan's on TV.
Yeah, he on Fox News, sports, football, and so yeah, he making them papers.
Well, keeping right along with the NFL, this past Tuesday, the NFL schedule was released. I kind of wrote down a few games that I thought were noteworthy for entertainment purposes. And I'll just kind of go in order. Week 1, we got the Buccaneers versus the Titans, which will be, if everything holds true in the draft, that could be Jameis Winston versus Marcus Mariota in the very first week. Let's see, in week 8, we have the Broncos versus the Packers, and a lot of people are thinking that could be a possible Super Bowl matchup. You got Peyton versus Aaron Rodgers. Week 9, DeMarco Murray returns to Big D. You got the Eagles at the Cowboys. And this one, I just picked it out of the bunch just because of, like I said, the entertainment value of it. You got the Bills and the Jets at the Jets in Week 12, and Rex Ryan returns to New York. I can't wait to see how the fans react to that. And also in Week 12, this could possibly be the last time you see this matchup, Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning one more time.
Well, I looked at the schedule and then I was like, okay, I'm finished. I don't even know what the big deal is looking at these games. Because with all the injuries and all the stuff that happened, and we still haven't gotten through the NFL draft, we don't really know what a lot of these teams going to look like. Seattle, it's going to be good. They should be good. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. 49ers going to be awful. Don't see why they wouldn't. It's going to be the same. I don't know. I really don't pay a lot of attention to anybody but my team really scheduling. Lord, if the Arizona Cardinals pick back up where they kind of left off, bounce back from that boy being injured, and Seattle's good, like we gonna finish last in our conference division.
Come on, got to have faith. Got to have faith in it.
Okay, and so yeah. Who I got faith in? We don't have, okay.
We don't know. We don't know who we're going to have faith in. We don't know who's going to be left.
I don't even know run the ball. I mean, yeah, Hunter back there, but then defensively, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, we're not good in the secondary. Half our middle linebackers retired. We got people that can't stay out of trouble. I mean, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Quarterback can't throw nothing but fastballs. And I don't care about you having one summer of good work with Warner. Like, under pressure, you always go back to your regular mechanics and your regular amount of things. Like, it takes time for you to just muscle memory. You're not going to just wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, now I can throw a soft floater, or I can no.
Yeah, he going to be running for his life a lot this year. But that seems to be what he likes to do.
They probably need to be trying to get some offensive linemen. I don't know any good ones in the draft, because nobody really paid them any attention, but diehard, like crazy football people, which I like football, but I ain't all about knowing all the offensive linemen, defensive linemen. If you ain't no star, or if you ain't on my team, whatever. Yeah, the 49ers aren't worried about us.
Yeah.
I cannot reiterate that enough.
Well, look like we're going to take another break, and when we get back, we'll talk about the lip sync battle. Renewed for a second season. Renewed for a second season. I'm excited.
Well, they're going to run out of people.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. They can start having regular folks on there.
People that want to do it.
But like I said, we'll be right back, and we'll talk about that and a few other topics. So stay with us. Alright, welcome back to the Mac and T Show. Jumping into the entertainment side of things. Lip sync battle. You know, we like to review the night before episode of that show. Last night's episode had Mike Tyson and Terry Crews going against each other. Mike Tyson started it off with the tightest pair of khakis I've ever seen in my life. And he sang I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
That's the Rolling Stones, boy.
Yeah, and he Mike did pretty good. I was actually shocked. I got real nervous when he got down on his knees and started singing to the fans. I didn't know if he was going to sing to them or bite them.
He doesn't have any rhythm.
Which is scary because he moved pretty well. Actually, we don't know how well he moved in the ring because none of his fights usually lasted past the first round. So.
Yeah, the ones that did last, he lost. So. Yeah.
Foreshadowing this episode. Anyway. Terry Crews' first song he did was Sucker MCs by Run DMC. And I thought he was pretty good. I mean, you'd have to be a Run DMC fan to appreciate it to its fullest extent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I really think that on their first song they were battling lip sync wise, but they were also battling who was going to wear the tightest pair of pants, because both of them came out there in very, very tight.
Can I show off my muscles more than you?
Yeah, and well, you know Terry Crews is always bouncing his up and down.
Yeah, he want to bounce his pecs, which he was doing his little peg muscles to the last part of the rap, but he did all right.
Let's see, the second round kicked off, and Mike Tyson came out and did Push It by Salt and Pepper. Actually, no, Terry Crews came out first and did 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. And the reason that song is significant, he's sitting at the piano and he got a white suit on and you don't really know what he's about to do. All of a sudden the song hits and you hear the crowd go crazy because they're all fans of a movie, I don't remember what year it came out, but the movie White Chicks, where Terry Crews had a supporting role in that, and he he's very famous in that movie for lip singing this exact song, 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, sitting in the car next to Marlon Wayans' character as he's dressed up in the white outfit, the white girl outfit. And I mean, I just think that's one of the funniest little segments of that movie. And it's just so funny that he did that last night on the lip sync battle. So after he went, then we had Mike Tyson do "Push It" by Salt and Pepper. And Mike, somebody should have told Mike, don't go out there on both your songs and look like you in the middle of fighting Buster Douglas or something, because both he came out there and he's swinging his fist, and I thought he was going to, try and knock somebody out. I'm glad nobody came on the stage with him. I mean, his backup singers stayed a good distance away for good reason.
Yeah, he should have did Mama Said Knock You Out, and he would have had L over there rolling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock you out. That would have been like classic, considering we all know his background. But
well, I think the kicker on this episode was the fact that Mike Tyson, you didn't know how he was gonna be or what he was gonna do. I think he set the tone for the episode. You knew Terry Crews is an actor from, and he was gonna do well. And just like most of Mike Tyson's fight, it lasted to the second round and he got beat as Terry Crews took home the championship belt.
Well, I think Terry Crews borrowed the white suit that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, had on the other day. Yeah,
he definitely kept the same props.
They took the pants off. And somebody needs to tell Terry, it's nice that you got muscles, but come on, dude. We don't want to see, keep your clothes on.
Right.
Like, The Rock is ripped, but he don't walk around and taking off his clothes and flexing every chance he gets. Like, dude, come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, staying with the entertainment side, we're not going to hit it. I thought we would hit it, but once again, I didn't realize how far away May 15th was. So we'll just say that we will preview Pitch Perfect 2 on our next episode. But I wanted to bring Pitch Perfect 2 up because it's a perfect opportunity to give everybody an update on our hashtag movement. Hashtag AnnaKdateBrian. It's getting a lot of hits on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're getting the word out there, and I know that Pitch Perfect 2 has some premieres coming out, and Anna Kendrick is gonna need a date to those premieres. So who better for her to bring on those premieres than me? So like I said, keep it going, keep the hashtag going, AnnaKdateBrian, and we'll get her attention eventually. She's playing it coy right now. She's not really acknowledging the hashtag, and that's fine. That's fine. But we'll get it. We'll get it together, and keep it going. Like I said, AnnaKdateBrian. You'll see it right there on your screen. And I think that's going to be our episode today. Hope you enjoyed everything, and like we say each time, if you have anything that you would like us to talk about, you can hit us at themacandtshow@gmail.com or on Twitter @themacandtshow. And that's also for anybody who would like us to advertise their business. If you'd like to advertise with us, you can hit us at both of those platforms as well.
Happy Friday, people. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and have a great weekend. And as always, I'm Brian Mackay
T Davis,
and this is the Mackay T Show podcast.